Hello, it's Meg, and today for Spooky Story Time, we actually have a poem. It's called The Stolen Child, and it was written in 1889 by W.B. Yeats, and it was published in his book, The Wanderings of Ossian and Other Poems. W.B. Yeats was born June 13th in 1865 and lived until January 28, 1939. He was an Irish poet, dramatist, and writer, and was widely regarded as one of the greatest poets of the 20th century. And while his work was heavily influenced by his Irish heritage, Yeats also had a great interest in spiritualism and the occult. And in 1890, he joined the Golden Dawn, where he was an active member for over 30 years. He even became involved in the leadership of the Golden Dawn. And in 1923, Yeats won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Today's poem, The Stolen Child, tells of a child tempted by the fairies to leave his home and come live with them in the fairy realm. Part of the fairy mythology was this notion that the fae could lure human children away or even steal them from their cradles to come live with the fae in the waters and the wild. And that child would be replaced back at home by a changeling. And I hope you enjoyed this classic poem. The Stolen Child by W.B. Yeats. Where dips the rocky highland of Sleuthwood in the lake, there lies a leafy island where flapping herons wake the drowsy water rats. There we've hid our fairy vats, full of berries and the reddest stolen cherries. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wave of moonlight glosses the dim gray sands with light, far off by furthest rosses we foot it all the night, weaving olden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances, till the moon has taken flight. To and fro we leap and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles and anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes that scarce could bathe a star, we seek for slumbering trout, and whispering in their ears, give them unquiet dreams, leaning softly out from ferns that drop their tears over the young streams. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, For the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Away with us he's going, the solemn-eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob sing peace into his breast, or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest. For he comes, the human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than he can understand.